There's a quiet ache many men feel after 60. It's not always physical. It's in the eyes that don't shine like they used to, in the mirror that reflects someone slower, softer, more invisible. You used to wake up with fire in your veins, a purpose in your stride, and a body that responded without hesitation. But lately, even the basics feel muted, your energy dulled, your erections weaker, your confidence flickering like a light that's about to go out. Doctors say it's normal aging. Magazines call it just hormones. But deep down, you miss feeling like a man. Here's the shocking part. What if the spark you lost isn't gone, just buried, and what if one of the most overlooked ways to help bring it back is already sitting in your kitchen, baking soda, not just for muffins or cleaning sinks, but a natural mineral compound that's been quietly studied for its ability to support blood flow, reduce internal acidity, and even oxygenate your cells. When your body becomes too acidic with age, your blood thickens, your circulation slows, and your energy tanks. But baking soda can help reset that balance, restoring the environment your body needs to produce energy, support healthy erections, and bring back the glow in your skin. It won't fix everything overnight, but it might just be the missing piece in your recovery. I've seen men tired, graying, quietly defeated reclaim their strength through simple, natural rituals. And I've watched something beautiful happen when that spark returns. So don't dismiss the small things, because sometimes it's the forgotten powders, the humble habits, that quietly reawaken the man inside you. Let's talk about how, because you deserve to feel strong, alive, and confident again. Starting tonight with something as simple as a spoonful of truth, there comes a moment, quiet and unannounced, when you catch your reflection. And you don't quite recognize the man staring back. The eyes look tired, the jaw softer, the skin pale, dry, dull, and beneath all that, a strange emptiness, not depression, but a dimming, like your spark has quietly left the room. You used to feel charged just waking up. Your body responded to your thoughts, your desires. You had that inner rhythm, a natural hum of energy, strength, and presence. Now, you yawn before you've even made it to the coffee pot. You lose breath climbing stairs. Erections are softer, or don't come at all, and maybe you've blamed yourself. Maybe I let myself go. Maybe this is just what happens after 60. Maybe I'm just old now. But here's the truth most men won't say out loud. It's not about being attractive. It's about feeling alive in your body. It's about walking into a room and knowing you still carry a presence. It's about looking at your partner or yourself and still feeling masculine. And when that slips away, silently it eats at you. You smile less, you avoid mirrors. You say, I'm fine, even when you're not. I've treated hundreds of men in their 60 and beyond who say the same thing. I just want to feel like me again. Not some version the world expects, just you. The man who used to wake up energized, the one who wanted more from life than comfort and routine, the one who still remembers what passion feels like, not just in bed, but in living. So no, this chapter isn't about vanity. It's about vitality, and the good news, you haven't lost that man. You've just forgotten how to wake him up. There was a time you burned with certainty. Your body responded to your thoughts, your desires. A simple touch, a look from across the room, and you'd light up from the inside out. You were fire, and now you flicker. It didn't happen all at once. Maybe it started with fatigue. Maybe your skin lost its warmth. Or maybe one night, when you reached for your partner, nothing happened, and that moment that silence cut deeper than words, because no one talks about this kind of loss. Not your friends, not your doctor. Not even you. You laugh it off, make a joke, say, it's just age. But inside, there's shame, not because you've changed, but because no one told you how lonely that change would feel. There's the quiet panic of not being able to perform. The awkward turning away at night, the secret Googling of pills, herbs, hacks, the unspoken fear that maybe desire has left you for good. You stop initiating, you stop looking, and worst of all, you stop wanting. Because it's easier to feel nothing than to feel humiliated, I treated a man once 64, proud, successful, who hadn't touched his wife in over a year. He said, "It's not that I don't love her, it's that I'm scared to try and fail." That fear had silenced him, stolen his spark, and turned his marriage into a quiet, polite friendship. But here's the truth he and maybe you needed to hear. This isn't your fault, and it's not the end of your fire. Your body is still capable. Your desire is still in there, just buried under layers of shame, silence, and misinformation. This chapter of life wasn't meant to be a slow fade. It was meant to be a shift into deeper power, intimacy, and wisdom. But first, we have to strip away the myths and remember what's real. Let's begin with one story, one man who found his spark again. You might see yourself in him. Frank was 67 when he walked into my office, quiet, polite, and worn thin. Not just in his body, but in his spirit. His handshake was soft, his voice flat, and his skin pale, dry, and dull, like something inside him had stopped circulating. He told me, "Doc, I don't feel like myself anymore. No energy, no spark," and when he looked in the mirror, he said he saw a man fading into the background. It wasn't just about sex. It was about presence, about feeling alive in his own body again. Frank wasn't sick in the traditional sense. His blood work looked okay, but he was acidic, sluggish, and his circulation was poor, especially in his skin, his muscles, and yes, down there. So I gave him something simple, not a pill, not a hormone shot. A daily ritual using something he already had in his kitchen, baking soda. Every morning I asked him to mix a half teaspoon of baking soda into a glass of warm water on an empty stomach. In the evening he soaked his feet in warm water with baking soda and sea salt. It seemed too simple, too gentle, but within 3 weeks something shifted. He came in smiling, genuinely smiling. His skin looked healthier, warmer. His energy picked up. He said his mornings felt clearer. But the moment that stuck with me, he said, "Doc, my wife touched my arm the other night, and I felt it. I mean, I really felt it. That wasn't just blood flow. That was a man reconnecting with sensation, with desire, with himself." Baking soda helped his body rebalance, lowered inflammation, improved blood flow, and brought oxygen back to his cells. But more importantly, the ritual reminded him that his body was still worth tending to. Frank got his glow back, not because of a miracle cure, but because he gave his body the support it had been quietly begging for. Now, what would happen if you gave yourself the same chance? Let's talk about the science and why this ancient remedy works so well for men just like you. Most people think baking soda is just for cleaning sinks or fluffing up pancakes. But your body sees it differently. To your cells, this humble white powder is a regulator, a restorer, a quiet healer. As you age, your body's internal environment becomes more acidic, not just from food, but from stress, medications, and slower metabolism. And when your pH tips too far toward acidity, your blood thickens, your circulation suffers, and oxygen delivery to your tissues, including the ones involved in intimacy, gets sluggish. That means less blood flow to your skin, your muscles. And yes, your erections, but here's the science: baking soda is alkaline. It helps neutralize that internal acid buildup, which gives your body a chance to rebalance. In studies, small doses of sodium bicarbonate have been shown to improve microcirculation, the flow of blood through your smallest vessels, including the capillaries in your skin and sexual organs. Better blood flow means more oxygen. More oxygen means more cellular energy, and that means better stamina, faster recovery, clearer skin tone, and stronger performance where it matters most. It also helps reduce inflammation, especially the kind that builds silently in men over 60, in your joints, in your gut, even in your prostate. By calming the internal fire, baking soda frees your system to function the way it used to, with less strain. Now, of course, this isn't magic. Baking soda is not a miracle pill, but when used safely in small, daily amounts, it's one of the most affordable, natural tools to gently restore what aging has dulled. So no, it's not just baking soda. It's a way to help your body breathe again, move again, feel again, and when that shift begins even slightly, your confidence returns, your skin softens, your energy rises, and the man inside you steps forward again. Let's make this simple, because healing your body after 60 doesn't need to be complicated. It just needs to be consistent and intentional. Here's how you bring baking soda from the back of your kitchen cabinet into a daily ritual that reawakens your skin, restores blood flow, and gently stirs your energy back to life. Step 1. Internal balance. Each morning before coffee, before breakfast, take teaspoon of baking soda and stir it into a glass of warm water. Drink it slowly on an empty stomach. This helps reduce internal acidity, supports your kidneys, and allows better oxygen flow through your bloodstream, which directly impacts energy and circulation down there. Do this for 5 days, then take 2 days off. Your body needs rhythm, not overuse. Step 2. The foot soak. In the evening, fill a small basin with warm water. Add 2 tablespoons of baking soda and a pinch of sea salt. Soak your feet for 15-20 minutes. This isn't just for relaxation. Your feet have over 7 zero nerve endings, and this soak helps pull inflammation out through the skin, ease your nervous system, and improve circulation as you sleep. Step 3. The skin rub. Twice a week, make a paste using baking soda and a few drops of olive or castor oil. Massage gently into areas where your skin feels dull or dry: arms, chest, even thighs. It exfoliates, stimulates blood flow, and brings a warm glow back to tired skin. Now, a word of caution: never overdo it. Baking soda is powerful. Too much can irritate the gut or skin. Always listen to your body, and if you're on medication, especially for blood pressure or kidneys, talk to your doctor first. But done gently with care, this ritual can be a quiet revolution, not just in how you look, but in how you feel when you move, when you rest, when you love. Let me tell you something you haven't heard in a while. You're not broken. You're not done. You're just dusty. Life has a way of coating us layer by layer with exhaustion, with routine, with silence, work, bills, aging, expectations, and somewhere in the middle of it all, you got buried. But here's the truth most men over 60 forget. Your body still remembers. It remembers what it feels like to move with strength, to wake up with energy, to feel a pulse of desire, not just sexually, but spiritually. That hunger for life is still there. It's just waiting for you to reach back for it. You see, rebirth doesn't mean becoming someone new. It means remembering who you were before the noise, before the shame, before the world convinced you that your best days were behind you. I've watched men, gray at the temples and quiet in their pain, rise again, not because of pills, not because of youth, but because they chose to reclaim their rhythm. You start drinking baking soda water in the morning. You start soaking your feet like a sacred ritual. You start taking 5 more deep breaths a day for yourself, and slowly your skin warms, your sleep deepens. Your desire stirs, not just in the bedroom, but in your chest, in your breath, in your stride. That's not a miracle. That's you coming home to yourself. So don't listen to the world that whispers you've passed your prime. You're not fading, you're emerging, and the glow you're chasing, it was never out there. It's been under the dust, waiting for you to wipe the mirror clean. The final step. We seal all of this with one last insight, a truth that you can carry with you. Every day you choose to wake up and say, I still matter, I still have it, and I'm not done yet. It doesn't take a revolution to change your life. Sometimes it starts with just 1 spoon, 1 small scoop of baking soda stirred into warm water, 1 quiet moment to honor your body, not because it's perfect, but because it's yours, 1 daily ritual to say, I'm still here, and I still matter. You see, healing after 60 isn't about chasing youth. It's about reconnecting with rhythm. Your rhythm, the natural current of energy, circulation, and desire that never truly left you. It just slowed, waiting for you to notice. Maybe you've spent years taking care of everyone else. Maybe you've let yourself become background noise in your own life, but now, this is your moment to step forward again, not with noise, not with drama, with something so simple, so humble, it feels almost ceremonial. A spoon of baking soda, a glass of water, a promise to begin again. It's not just about erections, or energy, or skin. It's about ownership, about choosing to show up for yourself, day after day, even when no one is watching. Because when you do, your body responds, circulation improves, your breath deepens, your skin begins to glow again, your mind clears, your confidence stirs, and slowly the man you thought you had lost returns, not as he was, but as he is now, wiser, grounded, unshakable. So here's your invitation. Start tonight. No fanfare, no pressure, just presence. Stir that spoon. Soak your feet. Breathe into your chest like it still carries power, because it does. This isn't the end of your story. This is the chapter where you reclaim it. One spoon, one ritual, one new chapter, and maybe, just maybe, the best version of you is still ahead.